Delta, I got to say, it is such an honor to chat with you on behalf of all gay millennials. I feel like I'm representing like a whole group of people right now. So thank you so much for being on board the Jermaine Plane. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, of course. You know, one of my guests that I had on, I think last year, was Gary Barlow from Take That. I'm like one of the world's biggest Gary Barlow fans.
I love that.
And the first thing he said to me was simply, "Have you met Delta yet?"
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, so he shares his love. He sends his love.
I mean, he's the best.
He's the best.
Actually, I think he's in town at the moment. But I've known him since I was 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
He was one of the first people that I ever sort of co-wrote with. And he's been in my life since then. And we've had like so many moments of music together, whether it was the piano room last year or the year before. I can't remember. Time is merging.
Yes.
And, you know, to writing on the first album, we wrote a lot of the songs together to, you know, the last albums, all of it. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it blew my mind because I had no idea that you guys worked together until we mentioned it. And I was like, well, this makes sense. Like two epic artists together making some amazing music. So I love it.
It's funny because there's artists in your life when you start that you just sort of connect and you're always in this sort of there for you place where it's like, whenever you need me, I'm here.
Yeah.
And Gary's one of those with me and likewise. So it's like in Bunker Down, he was like, I'm doing these videos, and we did, what song did we do? Carole King, I think we did.
Okay.
I think.
For the crooner sessions. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And then like he did my Christmas special and, you know, all those kind of things. He's been a really good support.
Amazing. Oh, I love that so much. Say hello to Gary for me if you ever see him.
You just reminded me. I was like, hold on a minute.
He's been on the show twice now, so I mean, like, we'd love to have him on again.
Well, he's got a lot of Aussie connections here.
Yes,
you know?
yeah. Mighty Hoopla.
Yes.
I mean, this is so exciting. I'm going to be there.
Hoopla.
So many of my friends are going to be there. It's going to be
song
such.
Requests?
Oh well, this is what I was going to ask you because I was going to say, like, what are we in for? Like, what should we expect on your Mighty Hoopla set? Because I did see it was an icon set, which is so. I'm really excited. Tell me what we have to expect for your show.
I mean, Mighty Hoopla, it's the first time they're bringing it to Australia.
Yeah.
It's been going for 11 years. I was so blessed to be able to do the London show a couple of years ago, and it was just... it was one of my favorite. I'd actually jumped on with Claire Richards from Steps. We'd done a duet.
Oh my God.
The day before. And then I sort of jumped on her stage, which was a lot of fun. And then the next day I had my headline show, and it just was. The sun was shining, everybody was out, and we just sang all the songs at the top of our lungs. So I do have high expectations this weekend of everybody singing along. So well, hopefully, of course. But yeah, just ready to bring it and enjoy the songs that we all sing together, and just have a great set on the beach. And
I think we deserve that.
Artists.
Yeah. I think like us, especially in Sydney, with what we've experienced kind of just in the past year or so, just
100%.
Celebrating and being together and having the most iconic artists just have fun with us. I think that's what we deserve.
Music is uniting. It's a universal language. It's there to just like bring everybody together. That's all I've ever wanted in my shows is uniting, and it's about love and connection and a whole heap of fun.
Yeah, a whole lot of fun.
It's got to be that balance, you know?
Yeah, it'll be the right vibe, but also it'll be to celebrate like just this huge career you've had. And I kind of want to take you back to like my first experience of seeing Delta, which was the first time I saw you on Neighbours. But I got to say, a huge part of my childhood and a huge year of my primary school was your album Innocent Eyes. Everyone was talking about it, and it's almost like, it's funny, the kind of like the cool kids had your album, and they had like the deluxe version and the DVD and all those things as well. To me, that album was just huge, and it started the path for gay kids like me. We didn't even know we were gay back then, but it started that path of kind of exploring entertainment, and entertainment telling us, you know, kind of giving us the clues of who we are.
I hear that.
Was this album like as big to you internally as it was to us when we were 10 years old?
That's a great question. I mean, I don't know if I can compute, but what I can, as in, you know, I think from the outside of that album, because that album was so innocently made, you know, it was just myself and a piano my thoughts that, it wasn't overthought. I would write a song and it was put on an album that I was expressing my feelings. I had started songwriting very young. The second I could play piano and compose, I started writing songs. And Innocent Eyes, really was, a very special moment in time where, I was finding these themes on the piano, and I had great people around me that were able to sort of nurture such a young artist. And I equate that sort of moment to when I see like Olivia and I, as in when somebody shares a beautiful story with me.
Yeah.
I think to myself when I would talk to Olivia about her albums, I could only put myself from a place of some of the albums that made me feel really connected or love, and I kind of equate it to that feeling, and I really honor it. It does make me teary because I understand the connection, and it's a beautiful thing, and sometimes you don't even need to understand all of it. All you know is that when I meet people and they share with me what it meant to them in that time, I'm really affected, and I feel it in my heart. And when people walk away, I always think, I hope they knew how much I felt that here,
Yeah. I mean, I feel that with every project that you've made. I think one thing that I've observed following you on this amazing career is that you stay so true to your artistry. I don't see you as someone who chases trends or someone who...
I wish I did a little bit more.
No, it makes you such a brilliant artist, especially in this country. And, the soul is always there. Has that ever been a challenge for you in this industry?
Yes, absolutely. I think when I first had Born to Try, for example, I was told nobody would be playing this. This is, I was very strong-headed really young. I've always been very, I'm not easily swayed, or I'm not easily told bandwagony. I'm really like, that's okay. I'm more than happy for you to believe what you believe. I just don't. It's okay. I'm allowed to stay in my space and say that I'm going this way and this is my lane. And I do feel like I had a DNA very young that was like, this is my space, and I'm rolling here. And in times when it might be cooler and times when it's not, it's like a wave. You just have to stay true. And as long as you're in it for the right reasons, and I know I am from day one, that then you can ride out like storms.
Sure.
Because you're not always hero, and you're not always villain. And sometimes you're projected on in a totally different way to what even you are. And maybe it's just that you haven't been able to be as open because you've protected yourself, or as long as you can ride the waves and know that, and know your true intention, and then learn and be able to strike when I'm ready to be fierce and bring this out to you and share my truth in song.
Yep.
And when I'm ready for that again each cycle, then I'm ready and I can take it on again.
Yeah.
But I don't sort of force. Sometimes things will just move in seasons and reasons and rhymes. And if I'm meant to be in someone's life in some chapters and I'm not others, or if I'm there forever with them, then I'm like, everyone's welcome at the shows at all times.
Yeah.
I'm here. My arms are open.
Yeah.
I got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
Just doing my thing.
It's like everything that happens to you in the most positive way is all alignment. You know what I mean?
Yes,
because if you're staying so true to who you are,
yes,
and you're unapologetically and fiercely yourself,
yeah,
then the right things just come along. I feel like that's what I've experienced too.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love hearing that.
But as a gay man, it's what we have to do for survival,
for sure,
right? It's like, a lot of us live in a world where we had to make the choice of we have to be ourselves, truly be who we are,
authentically yourself. Sometimes it's not easy, and sometimes you have to fight for that authenticity to come through, whether it's a protection or whether it's just music is a way to be able to move into. I believe so much in the power of music. It's what moves my soul. When I hear a song that can wrap around me and take me to another place. Like my brother, for example, he couldn't care less when he hears when the music hits his arms, he's like. Nothing, and I'm like, oh, this song, this feeling, this string line. I'm so moved by music deeply, that it allows me to feel so present.
Yeah.
And I think that's what is so can be hard in a busy world too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the way you mentioned the way music makes you feel is kind of like very similar to how I absorb music in cinema.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because without the music, without the score, what is it? Do you know what I mean? It's just moving pictures and voices. That's all it is. Do you know what I mean? So
bring on the soundtrack.
Yeah, bring on the soundtrack, bring on the score, bring on John Williams and Hans Zimmer and everyone like that.
Have you watched that documentary on Disney?
No.
The documentary on John Williams.
Really?
It's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to check it out. Well, speaking of, the idea of music being this, was there any moment in your career, in your life even, where music was becoming something that's hard to reach, hard to kind of obtain or to create?
Oh, I mean, definitely. I think that there's I definitely think that, well, sometimes you might be just not feeling something, or you're just going, I'm not finding a way to express this feeling yet, or you sort of, I heard the phrase where you do turn on the tap and then you sort of let the water run for a while, and then it's sort of, you keep going with writing, and then eventually the water gets clear, and all of a sudden there's these magical crystals that start happening because you've got flow, and there's sort of a natural, you feel like you open up again and allow music to sort of happen. So I definitely think it's sometimes I can go in and out of being interested in getting to my piano sometimes.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's also because I have a lot of interest in lots of aspects. I enjoy the variety in the arts, like whether it's doing a film or, or the perfume, or like I have a lot of other parts of me that I also need to nurture. So, it's, we're all living our lives, and I got to see my family and my friends. And so even though I'm a 24/7, I work hard, I also just, I also have other sides to me that sometimes need to be nurtured, and then I can come back and be full again to be an artist. But live shows are my favorite part. That's the connection. That's life.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Let's talk about your relationship with your gay fans.
Yes, let's do it.
Because I want to know, when was the first time that you realized, well, actually, before I even go there, I need you to know that gays do something called YouTube nights, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes we all just, on a Friday night, we just sit around a TV, fight for the remote, and just play music videos.
Do you think I haven't been sent many of these videos from my friends and family before night? I get that many Believe Again dances on my phone. All these dances. Or insonized piano solos sent to me from groups of friends.
Okay,
firstly.
All right. Yes.
And secondly, I was going to say, not when I realized, but a really, really funny moment. We were in London, and Kinga sitting over there.
Yes.
She came backstage. We hadn't put on a show because we'd been in the vortex of The Voice for many years, so I hadn't been going back to the UK as much.
Okay.
So we go back, we put on these shows, they sell out quickly. Kinga comes backstage, she goes, "There's not one girl out there." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, I'm a girl's girl. And she's like, "There is not one girl out there. It is all the gays." And I was like, "Oh my God, it was all couples."
Yeah.
I was like, right. I was like, "Hi, everybody. Let's go.
I mean, that's when you've done music well.
I was like, it was just that sentence. She was like, "There's no girls out there, just so you know, it's all guys."
Oh my gosh. I always think a dream night at ARC would be like a Delta performance. We
do Club Delta, you know that, right?
Oh, yes, I know.
Yes.
I'm very aware.
Delta, because Simon puts on Club Delta, and it is an epic. It's so much fun.
Oh my God, it's amazing. I
feel
love
very
it.
blessed to be taken in the community. I mean, when we did Mardi Gras, 2012. And it was such a hard year for me that year. I felt like it probably just was a year where people had the arrows out, and that night at Mardi Gras it just was a really special night, and I felt like I had a lot of love and support from everybody, probably in a place that was just really important in that time, and I felt the love, and it kind of carried me through another chapter there.
Beautiful. I love that. And what was your first experience? What was the first time you realized, hang on, I have this whole community that loves me and would happily see me perform at any time?
I mean, I think when I was a kid, I didn't really, it's just always, I've always been, I don't know if a specific point, but I'm honoured and only ever just want to, lead with love and I don't think if there's trying to think of it. There was one season on The Voice where I think it was a defining season. Firstly, a lot of people with challenges, different challenges in their life. And also then there was one season where I think it was just every single person was gay in my team who had chosen me from The Voice. I think it was like 1 year and it was like 12 people and I was like, oh, okay. And it's like, oh, my husband, oh, my wife. And then I was like, oh, amazing. And I was like, wait a minute, is this the entire team? I was like, I love it.
Oh, you just get the best treatment, hair, makeup, amazing. Everything like that.
That was 1 year.
I love that.
What year it was? It's like maybe like 4 years, 3 years. I don't know. Yeah.
I just want to put myself in the position of when I was 10, and even in my teens, and everything you were saying about being yourself and staying true to who you are and all those things. I know there's a lot of young people, even people my age, who struggle with that mentality or that idea. What would you say to them?
I mean, I think getting quiet, finding your inner voice amongst a really loud world is still so important. I really believe in it. I believe in not getting drawn into an algorithm where I believe in finding your space around you to have your own thoughts and to be able to be okay with that and to just be kind. I think there's so much ease in being able to comment. And I mean, I'm just not somebody who, I think we can comment in our four walls, but I think just if you're, 10 years old and reading everything, I think having strength in, yourself and your value system and who you are. Again, it served me, but it's not easy to find at all times, but I encourage it. I encourage the step away, because you only get clarity when you really take a moment to, see where your heart's passion is and go towards that. Go towards what makes you happy. Walk towards it step by step.
Delta, keep being who you are. Keep staying and being the true person you are, from Innocent Eyes to now Mighty Hoopla. I'm so excited to see your show, and I can't wait to celebrate your career. I look forward to many more years of Delta and many more years of inspiration.
You're making me so emotional today. I don't know why everyone's making me so emotional. You're off the list talking again.
We love you, Delta. That's all it is.
I know. It's just really beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Great.
Not allowed.
Perfect.
Gosh. Jermaine, I'm not talking to you again.